Welcome everyone to Co-Creative Health Solutions Wednesday Health Flash. Today, November 17th, we'll be talking about the value of high-dose fish oil. Let's give you a better screen here. Sometimes people think that if a little is good, more is better. Well, this philosophy can also spill over into the supplementation area. That philosophy is not always the best therapeutic approach. However, more recently we have become aware of the need to be bold and give a therapeutic bolus of nutrients and then back off once symptoms subside, particularly with fish oil and vitamin D. A case in point is a man we'll call Kevin. He's a 51-year-old male who drives a truck by day and works with horses after working on the weekends. He's had a serious history of back pain. In fact, he's had 2 spinal surgeries that left him in constant pain. For years, his pain has been so bad that each morning he had to stumble to the shower and let the moist heat relax his muscles to the point where he could function without pain. He also has a condition called trigger finger, in that he couldn't close his hands all the way due to the inflammation in his hands. Kevin has a family history of heart disease and elevated cholesterol and triglycerides. He's not overweight, and he's never followed any type of therapeutic diet. He had tried various nutritional supplements faithfully. In fact, was taking 2 to 4 fish oil capsules daily for years. His condition was stable, uncomfortable, but stable. That is until about 3 months ago, when his life changed forever. He decided to see us at his wife's urgings, and we tried him on a relatively new product from Biotics Research called Bio-Omega-3 Liquid. The maintenance dose is a teaspoon, which yields 1,400 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids from small fish like anchovies and sardines. It tasted so good he took 2 tablespoons, which is a whopping 8,400 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids. And 1 tablespoon is 4,200 milligrams. Most of the current research supports 3 to 5 grams a day to reduce pain and inflammation, but he took 2 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon with breakfast and 1 tablespoon before bed. 3 weeks after he started the large dose, his hands became more nimble and had so much flexibility that he could easily open and close them. Then his back loosened up, and he had longer and longer pain-free periods until he was completely pain-free. And there's a picture of our friend, the Bio 3 Mega Liquid, and I'll share a little of my experience with you later. So he enjoyed the hiatus from the pain for about a month and decided, as we often do, to stop the things which brought him relief. About a month later, the pain and restriction in his hands came back. Kevin realized he'd stopped taking the oil and began the therapeutic dose again. Much to his surprise, in a few days, his back pain and the inflammation in his hands was gone. So yes, this is only one case. However, for years, Dr. Alex Vazquez has been talking about giving people 2 tablespoons of optimal EFAs, which yields 3,600 milligrams of omega-3s and 1,500 milligrams of GLA for serious cases. Dr. Mark Houston, in his interviews, shares how he often gives 3,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA. Increased doses of omega-3 fatty acid results in less pain. Higher doses of fish oil results in less death from cardiovascular disease and up to 62% lower risk of fatal heart attack. A new 2010 study in JAMA showed cardiac patients in the highest quartile of fish oil consumption had the best telomere protection. Telomeres are the end of RNA-DNA sequences and determine if the genes will duplicate this genetic structure. As telomeres become shortened, there's an increase in disease and mortality. So the evidence for high-dose omega-3 from fish is strong, and in Kevin's case, a high dose made all the difference. Kevin's case really made us think, how often did we recommend the correct program but didn't give the correct dosage? Sure, sometimes lower doses will have a positive effect, but if we don't see the desired therapeutic effect, it's okay to go higher with some nutrients. Here are a couple of therapeutic considerations using higher doses. If you taste fish hours later, make sure the oil you're using is not rancid, and that is a big problem for people buying things from places like Costco, health food stores. They are not good quality, so please, using Biotics, we don't have to worry about inconsistent batches. We know their fish oil is fresh and not rancid, and that is huge. You do not want to be taking rancid oils. So once purity is confirmed, assess digestion, particularly gallbladder function. We use beta-TCP, 3 tablets with each meal if clients have a gallbladder, and beta plus if they don't. Consider using the liquid forms of the oils. We believe that the tasting of the oils has a therapeutic benefit. Dr. Goodhart and others have said for years that the tasting of nutrients has a hypothalamic connection and will increase absorption and utilization dramatically. Finally, Dr. Vasquez and others have presented research showing that giving higher doses of omega-3s long-term will displace GLA and omega-9 oils. So use the Bio-Omega-3 for a few months to ramp up the omega-3 levels, then switch to a blend of 3, 6, and 9 like optimal EFAs or EFA Cert Supreme. Kevin's story reminds us of the value of high-dose fish oils. For some people it can be absolutely life-changing. So now I'll share with you my recent experience with Bio-Omega-3 liquid. When I was 20, I had a serious car accident and tore my alar ligament in my neck. It caused my neck to be very unstable and I needed to be adjusted frequently. So being married to a chiropractor was a definite advantage, but still, having to be adjusted so much is annoying to say the least. And it also presents certain limitations on what I can and cannot do. There's even the fear of not being able to get help when I need it, so I haven't been keen on travel, etc. So you can see what people with these types of problems can have to put up with. It can be very life-changing. So recently I decided to try the high-dose fish oil, and to my great joy, I too have been remarkably well and have not needed an adjustment for nearly 2 weeks. And I know that doesn't sound like long, but that is, to me, incredible. So in a few months I'll switch to the EFA Cert Supreme. That's my choice because I like the fact that it has the sirtuins in it. I won't go into it right now, but I will post that along with the webinar on our website, or with this webinar, with this webinar on our website. The EFA Cert Supreme is more expensive because it has the sorry, I've spelled that wrong on there. It's sirtuins, should be S-I-R-T-U-I-N-S. Optimal EFAs from Biotics are cheaper. Still excellent quality, but the sirtuins, there's just, if you want to read about it, go ahead. It's just, there's another whole aspect there. So, I mean, I've used EFAs all along, but I didn't do the high dose routine, so I didn't get these results. So anybody that's got pain and inflammation or who goes out of place a lot, you've got to try it. You've got really nothing to lose. So we've also provided some links to technical information. It might be over some people's heads. It kind of is over mine, but you know, if you've got a scientific mind, you might like that. And there's some other things there, a document that addresses EFAs and trans fats. We did do a trans fat survival guide back, well, a few weeks back, and it was a regular webinar, so it's one of the longer ones, about 40 minutes to an hour, and that's on the free webinar page on our website, whereas this one will be on the health flash page. The health flashes are all short, to the point, whereas the free webinars are much longer, and Dr. Van Duik does those ones most of the time. So I would say thanks for joining us this week, and we'll see you next Wednesday. And if you have any friends that would like to sign up, just have them go to our website and do so, or they can simply just email us, and we'd be glad to sign them up. Thank you.